I would like to announce a very special visitor that is going to join us now from Durham, North Carolina. Ken, can you bring him on?
Hello.
Hello. We're waiting for a picture on our end. Hey, hang on, it's coming. There you are.
Hello.
I would like to introduce Ms. Harper Harrell and her mother, Heather Hinden. To remind you, Heather and Harper are cousins of Chuck Brown. Harper had lymphoblastic leukemia and underwent treatment at Duke University, where she's a participant in the Beads of Courage program. And several months ago, our club sent her a bowl made by Phil Bird. And we got some pictures of her opening it up. So welcome, and I'm hoping you can see us as well.
Yeah, we can see you.
You guys look great. It looks like a nice sunny day there, just as it is here.
Yeah.
It is. Thank you for having us.
I was wondering if maybe you could start, Harper, by just telling us a little bit about your involvement with the Beads of Courage program and what that's meant to you.
So I do want to first start out with this is my beautiful bowl, and I love it so much, and it has the cutest little bead on the top, and you can hear my beads rolling around in there. But I'll show you those in a minute. But once I explain, so Beads of Courage are basically like beads that you get when you have an achievement, and I think the message is to give kids hope and courage of each step they take in their medical process, whatever they're going through. So I did it little beads. I have these different colored cute bumpy ones. I really like the textured ones, especially this one. This is so cool. It's like a lady with like crazy hair. It's like abstract, and I love it so much. So then there's like pigs. I don't know what these, I kind of forget what they, oh, wait, there. I kind of forget what they all mean by now, but I do have a chart somewhere. So these beads definitely did help me with courage along the way of my treatment. So some of these are double-sided as well. So every time I got blood drawn, which has been a lot, I would get like so there's different colors for different things, but I would get one of these circular beads. This isn't necessarily the color I would get, but there's so many cool ones in here. Like they give you one for your birthday. I go horseback riding every week, so I chose a horseback riding bead, but I don't know where that went.
She's digging through about 200 beads in her dish right now.
Just a little horse. Yeah, so without them all falling, there they are. There's so many. It's like halfway filled up, and I don't have that much left of treatment to go. It's only February. It's February when I stop treatment, so I don't think I'll be able to fill up all these beads unless I've gotten a lot in the past, since I haven't updated them in a while. But I'm very excited because these are something that I can keep forever, and they'll be a symbol of how I got through it, and that these just help so many kids, and it's amazing to have a place to put them all and where people can see and they can like touch them, and the bowl is just beautiful. So thank you very much.
Harper, are those all the beads that you have?
Yes.
Well, I'm very glad to see that you don't have more.
Yeah. So I also have this one, which is my favorite. I don't know what I got it from, but it's like my favorite, and I love it so much. It's the cutest little butterfly with like, I think they call it swirled art. I don't know.
So they introduced the concept of the Beads of Art program almost immediately after diagnosis. So it was another, I don't know, it was a pretty immediate tactic that was used to help transition from diagnosis to the start of treatment. And so Harper's been collecting these. Since we don't go to the hospital that often anymore, they've kind of keep a chart in the background. And so every couple months, they'll come by with their bead kit and say, hey, Harper, it's time to update your beads. So we're about due for another one of those.
And so some of these really cool ones like this and this that looked like an eraser to me at first, and this cute little birdie, they come with these cards. So I have a hand with a hand inside of it, like as a symbol of holding hands, and there's a card for that because I'm pretty sure that's child life. Yeah, the child life bead. And then I also saved the card that came with my bowl
From Phil.
from Phil. Yeah.
And so Chuck reached out to me several months ago and said, you know, I follow Harper's story and I've been watching y'all behind the scenes and just wonder if you know about Beads of Courage. And my response was, do we know about Beads of Courage? We have hundreds of them and have no idea what to do with them. And Chuck was like, well, that's a perfect setup for what I want to talk to you about. And so after Harper received this gorgeous bowl from Phil and your group, we actually brought it to the hospital when we visited our friends and patient and gave the family support team an opportunity to actually see in person what these amazingly crafted things look like. And that's when they were like, okay, it's time. Let's get the bowls. So it sounds like the collaboration has worked beautifully.
I know you had shared your bowl with Susan Budziszewski. I always have to look at that name so I can pronounce it correctly. She's the child life care specialist at Duke and a care coordinator for you. I wanted you to know that I've been in contact with her this week, and she received 8 more bowls just yesterday, has not unpacked them yet, but we're very happy that we could provide those and be involved with the program at Duke.
We're excited too. We actually have a friend who just started treatment and we're going to see if we can connect her with one of those bowls.
If you have any trouble doing it, you contact us and we'll make sure she gets one.
We know how to get in touch with the right people, right?
Correct. And Harper, just real quick, how are you feeling now? I'm assuming you're back in school and enjoying it.
Yes, I love school so much. I'm in 5th grade and I started back when I was in like probably the middle of the year. I was in 4th grade for 6 months, so probably missed half of the year. But the other half of the year was tough because I didn't learn every single thing they did because it's just a whole thing. But they definitely got me caught up, and I'm very thankful for that because I'm doing very well in 5th grade, and 5th grade is my favorite grade so far. So.
They get better as time goes on, I assure you.
Yeah. And another thing I did want to show you, this is one of the beads in the package. It's kind of dirty right now, but it's a parent bead. So I gave this to my mom a while ago. She hasn't opened it yet, but I'm just going to open it.
But Harper's going to do it for me.
Yeah, so comes with one of those cards. Only some of these do, and then it's like a little glass heart, and it has the hole through the middle, so you can string them all. And I prefer not to string them just because I like seeing them all together and like seeing how much I've collected. And it's just it's like a choice that you get to make. Like some people really like stringing them, and I like making bracelets, but I think these are so special. I just want to be able to look at them and touch them all the time, be able to grab them and stuff. It's so cool.
Well, I know you've both been very active with the program in supporting it actively, and there are videos that you have produced for the program, so we certainly appreciate that. Harper, one of the questions I had as part of the videos, it looked like you were involved with the Duke basketball team and Dick Vitale. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So do you consider yourself a future recruit for the team?
Kind of. So my mom used to work for Coach K's program, like foundation or something. And so basically Coach K knew me before I was born. And so I've always been a huge Duke fan, and I love cheering I love cheering for them on their games. And we actually just recently went to Countdown to Craziness, which was really cool. It's where they introduce all the team and they show their like special talents. I think it was better last year, but we didn't get to go last year, so I think that it was so special and I would go back next year. But yes, I do consider myself a future recruit because it's just so special to me. But, I might have different feelings when I grow up. But for now, I know I'm going to go to Duke.
We appreciate the color of the tarp behind you, Bruce, too. It's very, very appropriate for the Duke fans in the call.
Oh, okay. I had to look around to see which tarp we were looking at. Yes, now I understand.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any questions? We have time for just a couple of questions.
Hey, Bruce, just like to make a comment. Harper, this is Chuck. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. As I told your mom, I've really enjoyed watching your journey. I've had a lot of worries watching your journey, but I must say, each time I saw your picture, even though I know you were hurting, you were smiling. And that obviously let us know that you had the right spirit to get yourself through it. And I'm, we've never met, but I'm so proud to call you my cousin. I'm just really, really proud of you. And I also want to tell you that you seem to be best friends with one of my favorite people in the world, and that's Kristen Chenoweth.
Yes. Oh, and I think my dog wants to say hi. Do you have time to say hi to my dog? Here.
Absolutely.
This is part of the reason I always smile.
Sure.
I have a smile on my face because he always has a smile on his face.
Our prayers are certainly with you, Harper, that your remission becomes a complete cure here in a couple of years when they declare you completely cured of this disease. And we wish you the best going forward. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.